Guys, Skitafunk here with another sped up commentary of highlights of a Jungle Lee Sin game. Well, not of another Jungle Lee Sin game, but another jungle game, and this time with the Lee Sin. I've got this part sped up instead of cut, and it is kind of long, but I'm going to talk through it to give you guys a heads up of why. If you notice, I'm starting Doran's Pot, and that is because I've been experimenting with a double Doran start on Lee Sin. And here, let me just give you the idea of why this is effective and why it can work. When a jungler goes out the first time, they go out with Machete. When they come back, most of the time they pick up Spirit Stone. Now that means in the first probably 6-7 minutes of the game, you have literally given yourself absolutely no combat stats. Whereas a Doran's Blaze starts you off with as much AD as a laner, and then a double Doran's puts you ahead of most laners considering how fast you can get it. So the idea is to rush a double Doran's and then go in for a gank just like this. And you want to be all over the place. So I came down bottom first. I see that they're kind of pushed, so I decided to try for something. I do hit the Q, go for the slow. Can't really get much off. I'd like to point out that Nidalee is Everest, my girlfriend. She's playing with that Teemo who's not having a very good game today for some reason, but that's alright. We made the best of it, and we did pull out the W, but got some damage off. That is important. I mean, if you saw, there was a decent amount of damage considering that I have a double Doran's. I mean, that's a lot of damage. So then I roamed up middle and noticed that she was pretty pushed. Anivia lands every single skill shot, and the Zyra decides to go after her, and I decide to flash for it. Picking up the kill. That's the first kill of the game for me. Good. Roam right back down bottom because this bot lane, this entire game, decided they were going to overextend. So I go ahead and ward hop into the bush, give her a nice kick. There was no follow-up in the lane because the Teemo wasn't there, and the Nidalee was low, which is my girlfriend. She was also so I couldn't really do much. And I just went ahead and went B after that. Got off some damage. I returned to the bottom lane because once again they were good and extended. This time the Teemo actually initiated when I told him to. And then I failed so hard right there and hit the minion. I did not thread the Q the way I should have, otherwise that would have been a kill. But I did make up for it because I was like, you know what? I got to get something out of this. I'm starting to fall behind. Bam. With the E finish, a nice W out. But then Soraka throws a nanner. And I was losing my mind at this point because I've never died by a banana. So I end up going B, picking up a sword. Then I come mid because I'm like, man, he's so low. Miss another Q because I'm bad. End up trying to get away. And then I'm like, oh, he's going to go this way. And he expected me to ward hop. So now I look like an idiot. But that's okay. I still end up queuing to him. I threaded that Q through the minions. Should have slowed that down. Kicked the Zyra back into Anivia. And then I was able to come back and actually auto her to death. So I'm now 4-1. Doing pretty good. So again, this bot lane overextended. I came down, missed my Q again because I'm bad. Didn't really get a whole lot of damage off there, just an E. And then I backed on out. And then Teemo and Nidalee decide they want to go hard, so we go hard. I missed another Q. Took the first little bit of damage off that, but was able to W out of it. Not take the second bit of burst off that boomerang blade. My girlfriend decides she just really wants a kill, so she goes hard. She gets me a kill by doing so. I didn't really have to take that kill. The spear would have got it. And I threw her a free Sivir, and then I ended up taking it. She raged pretty hard at that because she really wanted the kills because the Teemo wasn't doing much. So then I come middle. I've got a Teamot now, and I'm working towards my Hydra. And this is a mistake I made. I backed out to lose turret aggro while she finished it. And in doing so, I lost the Q, so I couldn't go in. So then I come down, and I run into a seal, and I'm like, nope. And I'm out of here. I mean, it wasn't a great... I guess we got the turret, but like I really wish I would have stayed in range of the Q because that would have been an easy kill. So then I come back down to the spot lane. Again, that's overextended. The Fed Aatrox from top lane comes down. Pick up one kill off the red buff. I tried to leave it actually, but I couldn't do that. And this whole time I'm trying to catch up. There we go. Got it. Missed the Q like a noob once again. Nid bot checks bot. And this is when we get in kind of a sticky situation. During this whole thing, I'm like, why are we chasing? Why are we chasing? And I end up getting down into it with the Sivir and finishing. The Aatrox tries to jump over and KS me. Doesn't get it. We all end up getting out of that, I think. I don't know. Bot lane overextends again. This is like the highlight of this movie, basically, is the bot lane overextending. And this is a really sloppy gank because me and the Nidalee are kind of just running around circles, and Soraka decides to go back into the minions to make us tank more. Nidalee flashes for the kill, doesn't end up picking it up because Soraka's OP. I go ahead and hit that and then she somehow gets it. I think it's because she was the last person to hit the Soraka, and then the Soraka took all the minion aggro, so good for her. She picked up a kill. And then I come through here, and this is one of the favorite parts of the game. I walk around the corner, and I'm like, oh, food, cool. And I go ahead and kick for dramatic effect, because I just wanted the kill, so I kicked. And hey, guess what? We're back in the bot lane, because guess what? They're extended, and they don't have wards again. And this time Yasuo decides to show up. I don't know if they figured out that if they overextend, then the whole team will be there. But I go ahead and kick Soraka for the kill. And then I leave the Yasuo because I know they're going to kill him. Anivia lands all her spells, and then I just one-shot it with an auto. So, very nice. Yeah, and this was a really bad gank. Like, this was horrible because this Rammus was absolutely wrecking. I missed the Q. I kick him randomly. Luckily, the Anivia was here to CC and do all the damage because honestly, he would have just rolled away. He was so tanky and getting so fed off bad decisions, but it's okay. And then this is what happens when he gets fed. We find him and we kill him because he needs to die. And look how hard it is to kill him. Like I've got quite a bit of gear right now, and it still took that much effort to kill him. And I decide, screw it, I'm gonna go ham. Reactivate. Go ahead and jump in here and kick for the kill. Maybe I can't remember what I did here. I did not kick. I just straight autoed. And then we go ahead, and I'm deadly low, and I did get ignited right here. Yep. So I die, but that's fine. Return to the bot lane again. I probably got all my kills, and this is the problem with that. Rammus started reverse camping me basically, and yeah, that Rammus was fed to hell, so I couldn't do anything to that. Bad gank, bad awareness on my part. Still doing good. I'm like 14 and 4 at this point, I think. Can't see. 14 and 4, yeah, with 4 assists. That's pretty dang good. I come in to try and cut him off, and I get cut off by the Rammus, and this was horrible for me because I really didn't need that. I go ahead and E, and then I don't know if you noticed right there, but I pretty much half health one-shotted the Soraka, which was pretty sick. End up picking up a death there. Not too worried about it. Ward hop to try and get into the fight. Nothing's going on. I just basically get burned. And then decide to turn around. And then Aatrox is like, now I want to go in. And I don't know if Yasuo DC'd or if he was disrespecting, but I kicked him in the face and he died. And then I Q'd a Sivir with her bubble up because I'm bad. And then I see that little bounce and I'm like, oh, cool, it's Rammus. Good night. And then this is another really bad play. This game had a lot of really good plays and a lot of really sloppy plays, and this is one of the worst. Now we see the Rammus and we're like, okay, me and the Aatrox are kind of fed. We didn't notice was the Yasuo right there and the Zyra right there. So we get absolutely dominated here. I put out as much burst as I can. Rammus ends up getting both the kills, which is so bad for us. And then Teemo, I don't know what he was doing, but he came in, popped the GA on the Rammus, and then left. Or died. Yeah, he left, but not intentionally. Here was a good one, though. I came in here at the right time, and boom! Half health kick to death. One-shotting that Soraka all day, because honestly it was just fun. And she's not a bad target to take out early with the heals and the silences and the moonfalls, which are really annoying. If she has her ult up and you delete her like that, then you don't have to worry about it. And this was by far my favorite part of the game. I queue for that red, and I'm like, oh, it's not there. Okay, they're clearing the jungle. Oh, the golems aren't there too. What the fuck? And then I come around this corner, and oh my god, a wild Yasuo. I just threw my Q, so it wasn't up. And then it came up right as I got that execute off on him. Was able to W away to Everest and then flash out. If that Q would have landed, I would have gone back in with her, but it did not. So I backed out here and then was coaxing her not to go in. But the fact that I survived that 3v1 was just absolutely mind-blowing to me. I'm going to guess and say this is another one-shot kick. No, this is where I just get blown up for nothing. I go in, the team's not there, right next to me, and I just end up getting destroyed. But the team does go in after me, and I did quite a bit of damage, so they were able to clean up pretty well. And this is where I just kind of derped around. I was just like, oh, thrown Q, missed. Oh, they got the Rammus. I'll go that way. Oh, nope, Anivia got that person. Maybe I'll come down here. Yeah, I'm gonna come down here. Got one, and then knocked up, kicked back, and finished. And right before that Yasuo got kicked, he ignited me. And this is the point where the team was like, all right, we should probably end this pretty soon here. They're all getting pretty dangerous. So they went running down, and while I was on a 45-second death counter, destroyed the turrets and took the GG, took that W. So hope you enjoyed. Have a good day /night / whenever the heck you watch me. Bye.